Okay, good morning. केटी हो अस्ति हामीले योभन्दा अघिल्लो हप्ता चाहिँ हाउ टु एप्रोच अ पेसेन्ट विथ ब्याक एक भनेर पढाएको थियौँ सिकाएको थियौँ है कसरी गर्ने अब त्यही ब्याक पेनकै सन्दर्भमा यो चाहिँ दिस इज अ प्रोल्याप्स इन्टु भर्टिब्रल डिस्क यो चाहिँ अर्को कमन प्रब्लम हो र तिमीहरूले जान्नु पनि पर्ने हुन्छ अनि यु सुड बी एबल टु डायग्नोस दिस केस इट्स अ भेरी कमन प्रब्लम attending in emergency, attending in OPD. Low back pain. Among low back pain, this is one of the commonest one thing. Suppose Mr. XYZ is around 32 years old young male complaining of low back pain while bending forward and lifting weights. Mind it, bending forward and lifting weights. Radiates towards the pain is radiating towards the leg and calf. Presented to CMC orthopedy. What is the problem with him? So low back pain कसरी भयो केही सामान उचाल्दा लिफ्ट गर्दा भयो अगाडिपट्टि न्युरी परेर उचाल्दाखेरि भयो र त्यो पेन चाहिँ खुट्टातिर पैतालातिर काफतिर चाहिँ सरेको छ This is one of the typical presentation here typical presentation of prolapse into vertebral disc. So now we are going to talk something about intervertebral disc today, which is the commonest problem. Prolapse intervertebral disc भने herniated disc पनि हो यो है डिस्क भनेको त दुईटा भर्टेब्राको बीचमा दुईटा भर्टेब्रा भयो दुईटा भर्टेब्राको बीचमा चाहिँ जुन टिस्यु हुन्छ त्यसलाई चाहिँ के भनिन्छ इन्टरभर्टेब्रल डिस्क भनेर भनिन्छ भित्रको चाहिँ यो जुन निलो निलो देखिया छ यो चाहिँ न्यूक्लियस पल्पोसस भनिन्छ बाहिरकोलाई चाहिँ एनुलस फाइब्रोसिस भनेर भनिन्छ न्यूक्लियस पल्पोसस चाहिँ अलि जेली टाइपको हुन्छ यो फाइब्रस एनुलस फाइब्रोसिस चाहिँ फाइब्रस टिस्यु हो एन्ड द ब्लड सप्लाई इज भेरी लेस इन दिस थिङ है त भित्र न्यूक्लियस पल्पोससमा त हुँदैन ब्लड सप्लाई यो न्यूक्लियस फाइब्रोसिसको बाहिरपट्टि साइडमा चाहिँ सप्लाई गरेर जान्छ भेन्ट्रल उसले चाहिँ ब्रान्च अफ द नर्भ लेभल सप्लाई गरेर हुन्छ है अलिअलि ब्लड सप्लाई बाहिरपट्टि हुन्छ तर भित्रपट्टि चाहिँ अभास्कुलर स्ट्रक्चर हो यो नम्बर दिस थिङ सो के हुन्छ त अब इन्टरभर्टेब्रल डिस्क चाहिँ प्रोल्याप्स हुँदा अथवा इन्टरभर्टेब्रल डिस्क चाहिँ निर्दा के हुन्छ भने एनुलस फाइब्रोसिस भयो त्यसमा चाहिँ भित्रपट्टि जब आफ्टर द एज अफ 20 डिहाइड्रेसन हुन थाल्छ त्यसपछि फिसरिङहरू हुन्छ त्यसपछि भित्र रप्चरहरू हुन्छ फ्र्यागमेन्टेसन हुन्छ भित्रको उयोहरू त्यसपछि ग्रेजुअली तिनीहरू प्रोल्याप्स हुँदै आउँछ यो चाहिँ भर्टेब्राको छेउसम्म आयो त्यसपछि एक्सट्रुसन भनेको त्यो बाहिरको एनुलस फाइब्रोसिस त्यो टियर भयो एन्ड देन इट केम डाउन एन्ड देन सिक्वेस्ट्रेसन त्यहाँबाट झरेर के हुन्छ तल सिक्वेस्ट्रेटेड जम्मा हुन्छ है दिस थिङ क्यान प्रेस द नर्भ है त नर्भलाई चाहिँ प्रेसर दिन्छ र द सिम्पटमहरू देख्न थाल्छ जस्तो वाट आर द कजेस अफ स्लिप डिस्क अघि नै हिस्ट्रीमा भनिसक्यो ओल्डर एज around 30 to 40, right? Less flexible disc, more likely to smoking is one cause bending upwardly, नराम्रोसित न्युरी पर्नु त्यसपछि हेभी लिफ्टिङ गर्नु त्यसपछि लामो समयसम्म बसेर चाहिँ ड्राइभ गर्ने being overweight and obese, weight bearing sports such as weightlifting, these are the causes. के हुन्छ त तिमी चाहिँ वेट लिफ्ट गर्दाखेरि के हुने भयो त यु हेभ टु बेन्ड फरवर्ड अगाडिपट्टि बेन्ड हुने बित्तिकै त्यो भित्रपट्टिको न्यूक्लियस पल्पोसस चाहिँ पछाडिपट्टि सरेर आउँछ एन्ड दिज आर द नर्भ फाइबर नर्भ एन्ड द्याट विल प्रेस द स्पाइनल नर्भ दिस इज वाट नोन एज अ प्रोल्याप्स इन्टरभर्टेब्रल डिस्क अब त्यो चाहिँ प्रोल्याप्सको स्टेज हो अघि बुझिहाल्यो है सिक्वेस्ट्रेसनसम्म हुन्छ रप्चर भयो भित्र त्यसपछि त्यो न्यूक्लियस पल्पोससी रप्चर भएको यता आउँदै गयो and that compress the spinal nerve. Similarly, here is compression. Here is also compression. Central compression by this is a lateral nerve compression, and this leads to low back pain with those symptoms. So, fit adults 20 to 40 years, back pain while lifting or stooping, unable to straighten. Immediately 1 or 2 days later, pain will be felt in one of the limb, made worse by coughing, sneezing, and straining, paresthesia, numbness of the leg or foot, muscle weakness, and there is a sciatic list. If you look here, there is a bending of the vertebra. Okay, this is the bending of the vertebra. It's what is known as the sciatic list. Bending of the vertebra. It's a pain by the thing. Bend. Tendon in midline, low back, paravertebral muscle spasm will be there. And if you examine, again lecture straight leg raising test, which is restricted and painful on the affected side, around 30 to 70 degrees. This was a pain also. Stretching pain also. That travels to the calf of the leg. And bowstringing sign, straight leg, अलिकति knee flex गरेर पछाडिपट्टि popliteal fossa यो चाहिँ nerve लाई sciatic nerve को एउटा branch लाई यसो चलायो भने still the pain will be there. Same type of pain. Sometimes the cross leg raising test. अर्को unaffected leg चाहिँ affected leg लाई भैमा राख्यो, unaffected leg लाई चाहिँ माथि उठायो, gradually उठाउँदै गयो straight गर्नु भने, and then you will feel the pain on the affected side. That is cross leg raising test. जस्तो यो affected leg भयो, यसले चाहिँ heel मा cupping गरेर हात राखेको छ, त्यसपछि यहाँ चाहिँ खुट्टा खुम्चिएला कि भनेर माथि thigh man, and then gradually and then within 30 to 70 degrees, so pain, the pain radiates from back to the calf and sometimes to the foot. This is what the positive of a straight leg raising test positive. कसरी अब यो चाहिँ कन्फर्म गर्ने त एउटा चाहिँ तिमीले bend गर्यो भने knee bend गर्यो अलिकति 10 to 20 degree bend गर्यो भने the pain will be subside. Again फेरि straight गर्यो भने pain reoccur. Number 1. Number 2, तिमीले चाहिँ foot लाई चाहिँ dorsiflexion गर्यो भने अलिकति तल झारेर dorsiflexion गर्यो भने there will be pain, severe pain. And this indicates there is a tightening or there is a tensioning in the nerve, sciatic nerve. So the commonest site of disc herniation in the lumbar spine is a L4 and L5, and it can happen in L3 and L4 and can happen in L5 and S1. Okay, in the L3 and L4 nerve, it's a level, there is say involvement of L4 nerve root. Pain kaka huncha, there will be a low back, lower back no pain whenever, there will be pain around the hip joint, posterolateral side of the thigh whenever, across the patella whenever, and then anteromedial leg. There will be a pain. Kaka whenever, low back, hip, posterolateral thigh, across the patella, anteromedial leg. These are the pain. And the numbness, where do you get numbness? Anteromedial thigh and knee. Around anteromedial thigh and knee, you will get numbness. Weakness, knee extension will be weak because the quadriceps muscle is supplied by L2, 3, and 4. So knee extension will be weak, and there will be if it is a long time, lama samaysamma bhairaka cha, disc prolapse where compression there will be a wasting of quadriceps muscle. wasting our quadriceps. And then if you do reflex, patellar reflex will be diminished. There is a patellar reflex that will be diminished. Anteromedial side of the leg will be numb, and then patellar reflex will be diminished. Pain will be this side, anteromedial side, and then you keep the tibialis anterior muscle also weak. So dorsiflexion of the ankle will be weak. This is the thing. If you look this, if you remember this figure, you will remember the symptom of L4 root involvement, sign of L4 root involvement. Similarly, this is one of the commonest, L4 and 5. This is the commonest side. Okay. Pain will be around the SI joint, sacroiliac joint, hip joint, posterior lateral of the thigh, posterior lateral part of the thigh, and the anterolateral side of the leg, anterolateral side of the leg. Pain will be radiating towards those sides, sacroiliac region, hip, posterior lateral thigh, anterolateral leg. These are the signs. And then L5 nerve. You see the L5 nerve. This is the skin sensation supply over there in dorsum of the foot. And then there is no reflex regarding the L5. Numbness will be lateral leg, first wave space of the foot in between the grade 2 and this toe. This is a wave space, there will be a numbness. Weakness, dorsiflexion of the grade 2 will be weak. And the dorsiflexion of the foot is also weak. And the atrophy will be minimal anterior calf. Okay, and what are the anterior muscle? Tibialis anterior. What are they? You have to go and read. Minimal anterior calf. Minimal atrophy at the anterior calf. The reflex is a none. There is no reflex. You can initiate for L5 nerve. L4, patellar reflex. L5, no reflex. And then S1 is S1 nerve. This is a pain around the SI joint, hip, posterior of the back, buttock, lateral thigh, posterior lateral thigh, and leg. Posterior lateral side. Back of the numbness will be back of the calf, lateral of the heel, foot and toe. Lateral side of the heel, foot and toe. This side. And weakness, there will be a plantar flexion will be of the foot will be weak and great toe. Plantar flexion of the foot and great toe will be weak. And the atrophy will be a gastrocnemius muscle and soleus. Calf muscle. That is a calf muscle, gastrocnemius and soleus. And the jerk will be, reflex will be, ankle jerk will be diminished. So S1 supplied to the ankle jerk, L4 supplied to the patellar. Okay, remember, and there is no reflex. No, you cannot initiate the L5 reflex. There is no typical supply for that. So the cauda equina syndrome. This is a compression around the cauda equina and leading to bladder and bowel incontinence, perianal numbness, bilateral sciatica, bilateral leg and foot, lower limb weakness, and cross SLRT sign will be present. These are the things: bladder and bowel incontinence, perineal numbness. Remember the thing: bilateral sciatica, lower limb weakness. If you get this sort of symptom, so think of cauda equina syndrome. You have to treat immediately within. It's an emergency, one of the emergency conditions regarding the orthopedic. So what are the other differential diagnosis? It's inflammatory disorder and infection, maybe a tumor, maybe a nerve tumor. This can lead to those sort of things. So carry out the physical examination. And how do you do your physical examination? And I have already mentioned in the previous lecture. You have to look for posture. In cases of pain around the back, usually people wants to stay upright. If you sit down, there will be pain. You have to look for reflex, muscle strength, different muscle has got. You know what are the type of, how do you initiate the muscle strength? Okay, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, grading is there. And then walking ability by heel walking or toe walking. Heel walking is L5 and toe walking is S1. And the sensation of limb. These are the things you have to note. You have to keep the record. Posture, reflex, muscle strength, walking ability, sensation of limb. And these are the special things. Besides those things, you have to look for spine, whole vertebral column, whether there is a list is there or not, whether there is a other paravertebral muscle spasm is there or not, whether you can bend forward or not, bend sideward or sideways or not, extend or not. These are the things you have to look for, all those things. So investigation in a plain X-ray, you can see nothing. Just if there is excessive pain, you will see there is a loss of lumbar lordosis. In a plain X-ray, lumbar spine, you will see loss of lumbar lordosis. Only other bone disease you have to exclude. You cannot see this thing, compression. MRI and CT are more reliable for this condition. And if there is contraindication for MRI, such as contraindication भित्र हार्टमा पेसमेकर राखेको छ अथवा भित्रपट्टि कतै चाहिँ हड्डीहरू भाँचिएर प्लेटहरू फलामको चिजहरू राखेको छ भने it's a contraindication. You have to do for CT and CT myelogram to see the thing. If you see over here, this is the disc is a compressing this thing. This is a prolapse intravertebral disc. If you see, it's a normal disc, white, and if it's abnormal dehydrated disc, is a black and compressing to the back of the this thing is cord. That's why only dura will be there here. The spinal cord will be up to lower border of the yellow one, and then you will get a nerve root and dura over here. So there will be a compression over here. And attack just the देखियो मेरोमा त्यस्तो छैन. And you can guess that this may be a case of prolapse intravertebral disc. यो चाहिँ यो सेक्सनमा है यो ट्रान्सफर्स सेक्सनमा हेर्यो भने you can see this thing. This is यो चाहिँ वाइड देखियो, यहाँ चाहिँ यसरी कम्प्रेसन गरेको देखियो. You can see this. So how do you treat? You have to treat. के भनेको भाइ stop here भन्छ के भनेको यो? You can analgesic, rest with acute attack, rest in a bed for 2 days, 2 or 3 days with NSAID. Bed rest and traction may help sometimes. Epidural injection of corticosteroid, local anesthetic may help. Chemonuclear lysis. There are so many things you can do. Okay? And the surgical indication, there will be if there is a Cauda-Equina syndrome, neurological deterioration after conservative management, persistent pain and sign of sciatic tension for more than 3 months. So you can go for microdiscectomy, laminectomy, and rehabilitation physiotherapy. Apart from acute, this thing, complication, persistent post-operative backache and sciatica due to residual disc material. Or maybe after operation also, You cannot take it out of all the material, and that can lead to residual. This material can lead to persistent backache. In another level, there will be a disc collapse. There will be a root pressure in another side also. Okay, and not only this, not only you will get a prolapse in the vertebral disc in the lumbar spine, you will get it in cervical spine, you will get it in a thoracic spine also. Cervical spine, C5, 6 is the commonest side, and then C6 and C7, next one, and C4 and C5. These are the three sides. C5 and 6 is the commonest side. You will get a pain around the neck, stiffness, and there will be a pain, paresthesia, and weakness of the upper limb. Similarly, you will get some myelopathy symptoms if it is a long duration. Similarly, in the thoracic, usually commonest site is T9 to T12. You will get axial pain, you will get a radicular pain, you will get a myelopathy pain. These are only prolapse vertebral disc भनेको खाली चाहिँ lumbar spine मा मात्रै हुन्छ, अन्त हुँदैन भन्ने चाहिँ नहोस् है. You should remember that this can happen in the cervical spine. This is the next common is after lumbar spine, lumbar spine. It's the next common is the cervical spine, and then least common in thoracic spine. Remember, it can happen from the cervical to the lumbar spine, up to the lumbar spine, anywhere. Okay, the commonest is in lumbar spine, cervical spine, least is in thoracic spine. So, I think this finishes the things. Is there any non? Hey, Nani. कोही छैन भनेको छ नि त. स्टप हियर भन्छ त के भनेको?
होइन, यहाँ छ नि.
70 जना रहेछ. छैन.
78 थियो के लागि? एनी क्वेशन? क्वेशन के छ भने मेसेज गर ल.
sciatica पेशेन्टलाई बेड रेस्ट कति किन रिकमेन्डेड गर्दिने? बस्यो भने झन् प्रेसर हुने भयो, डिस्कमा झन् पेन चाहिँ बढ्ता हुने भयो. त्यही भएर सुत्यो भनेदेखि 2 दिन सुत्यो भने त्यो पेन चाहिँ रिलिफ हुन्छ. And then after 2 days, gradually उसलाई चाहिँ मुभमेन्ट चाहिँ स्टार्ट गर्नु पर्यो. सधैँ सुतेको सुतै गऱ्यो भने फेरि अर्को जान लाग्छ. ओके, टु रिलिभ द पेन. अरू, does the pain and weakness go away completely after surgery? भन्न सकिन्न. Most likely around 90% will go away. तर after 4 years it will reoccur. Sciatica पेशेन्टलाई बेड रेस्ट किन रिकमेन्ड गर्ने? does pain weakness go away? ठिकै छ. Why common in L4 and L5? एक्ज्याक्टली मलाई पनि थाहा छैन, तर that is the apex vertebra maximum तिमी बेन्ड हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ प्रेसर पर्ने ठाउँ चाहिँ त्यो L4 and L5 मा. Physiotherapy कति? Yes, it is helpful. You have to strengthen your back muscle. Long-term therapy and treatment के होला? Yes, physiotherapy. And then after 3 months, if there is a pain, still there is, you should go for surgery. Sorry? अलिकति helpful हुन्छ नै, and you have to do it very regularly.
So, अरू क्वेशन?
अरू केही छ बा? तिमीहरुसित अगाडि नै बसेर कुरा गर्न पाएको भए रमाइलो हुन्थ्यो. यो खाली त्यो उसबाट मलाई चाहिँ रमाइलो लागेको छैन है यसरी पढाउनलाई. तिमीहरुसित अगाडि नै बसेर तिमीहरुको मुख अनुहार हेरेर गर्न पाएको भए राम्रो. 22 वर्षकोलाई 1-2 वर्ष दिल्ली के हो? दिल्ली यस्तै छ भने के हो? के भनेको यो भने म बुझेको. रिकमेन्ड गर्ने 22 वर्षकोलाई 1-2 वर्ष दिल्ली भनेको बुझेन मैले. पेन भने 1-2 वर्षसम्म You have to find out whether it is a prolapse intravertebral disc or other causes. There are many other causes of low back pain. It may be inflammatory, it may be a traumatic, it may be a metabolic, it may be so many tumor, so many causes of low back pain. You have to identify. It is not only due to a prolapse. One of the causes prolapse intravertebral disc. So you have to look for other causes. Maybe inflammatory, maybe infective, maybe some other mild traumatic, so many other things. Okay, so you have to diagnose the thing. त्यस कारण भन्न सकिँदैन भने डायग्नोसिस पो भएन कि भन्ने कुरा. Okay, you have to thoroughly examine the patient. You have to go for investigation, thorough investigation, and identify what is the cause and treat accordingly. Okay.